Hey, what's up YouTube? I'm going to be showing you how to draw tree bark on a tree stump. So I picked this design rather than just doing a typical tree stump. I thought I'd give it some character, so it doesn't have to be any particular shape, whatever you want. Just pencil in a mishmash squiggly designy thing like you see what I'm doing here, right? So and after I pencil it, I just go back over it with some ink very lightly, just to get some a basic shape. Don't go into too much detail at this point. So right now you're just doing a very light, almost cartoony type of drawing over top of your pencil sketch. So I am being a little bit fantasy-ish with this. So I mean, it's just wanted to make it a little bit different here. So like the trees died in the wind, and the branches are still, blowing in the wind, I guess, as you can see here. So now I'm just going to do the small branches first. Just going to do all of them just to get them out of the way. Excuse me, I have a bit of a cough. For the record, I'm just using a Staedtler fine point ink pen. And I bought a box of 10 of them on Amazon for 20 bucks. So here I just erased up my pencil line. So I'm going to go, reason I did that is because I'm going to go back over it and just sort of map out my areas where I'm going to show where the bark has peeled off. I'm doing a pencil just in case I change my mind. And then every area that's going to be bark, I just put in the letter B in pencil just to remind myself, okay, that's going to be the bark area, and those other areas there are just going to be the exposed wood grain. So I'm just going back over the ink now, and I'm just going to solidify my areas. So I zoomed in here, so forgive me for the blurriness. I have a bad habit of having my auto zoom turned off at times. So I think I just need to invest in a 4K camera, so I guess I wouldn't have to worry about that anymore. So so if you can see what I'm doing here, I'm just doing little almost like oval type shapes for the bark, and then that little light area there, that little elbow, that's just some exposed wood there. So this is the exposed. This is some bark I'm drawing in now again, and I guess let the music play for a while. I'm going to be quiet. If you haven't already, please leave a comment if you like. Please like and subscribe to this channel, and I'll be more inspired to leave future videos. And as I leave more videos, I will become more confident in my narration during my videos. So the light area there is the exposed wood, and at the perimeter where the bark and the exposed wood comes together, I just sort of solidify it. And I make my lines a little bit darker, some shading, just so it sort of you can really see the difference of the bark and the wood grain. So what I do here, I just did some lines, just to sort of choose a direction for the bark, just to give it more of a 3D look, so I can just sort of follow that along as I'm drawing my bark. It just makes it look less flat and more 3D. I'll group my bark areas together. You can kind of see where I've, over top of the bark, I went back over it and I've kind of thickened a few of the bark lines. Just kind of group them together and I find it has like a nice effect, if you understand what I'm saying. So it took me an hour and 40 minutes to do this drawing. It wasn't a very big drawing, just a little 8.5 by 11 size drawing. Actually a bit smaller than that, actually about a, yeah, 8.5 by 11. A little bit smaller than a sheet of paper, actually. No, it was smaller. It was about a 10 by 7, I should say. So I don't know if you saw that right there. I kind of grouped in a little bits of bark, thickened up the lines around like a group of I can't explain it right. I hope you caught that what I did there. So with the bark, it gives it more of a realism sort of look to it. So that there was just some wood grain I did there, and the end of the branch is all bark. I'd imagine a tree wouldn't look like this in real life. Usually trees are consistent, they will become narrow or towards the smaller branches. So I was a little bit whimsical with my branches there. I'm not sure what the name of that is exactly. I guess it's kind of like a Tim Burton sort of style, I guess, in a sense. Also, what I did with it, when I did the wood grain there, as you can see, I did some, I guess they're called wood knots, or they look like eyes that are in the vertical position. You can kind of see them on the wood grain there. So I do that just to show, it gives it a little more of a realism look as well. Just to show the wood knot eyes. It's called vertical eyes. That's what I call them. So the light source, I should have said this at the beginning, the light source is coming from the right. So obviously the left is going to be shaded in almost a black there. It's your preference how dark you want it to be or whatever, but I like to go hard, solid black at the outermost edge furthest away from the light source. I like to just go solid black. I like the look it gives, and it does give it a very it really shows the contours and the separations of the different parts of the tree, and I find it gives it a very much a three-dimensional look as well to put in your shadows. But you have to be consistent. Keep your light source, remember your light source, and that'll be fine. So I didn't show this. I should have showed the video where I was peeling the tape off, but what I do is before I peel the tape off, I'll just go along the edge with my ink pen. So when I peel the tape off, it shows the border. The reason I didn't take a picture of it is because I did edit out a lot of this video. I went back and I started coloring it, and unfortunately there was an accident and the ink was completely destroyed on the drawing. So that image you see at the beginning is actually just a screenshot. So anyways, thank you for watching my video, and God bless.